All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next segment of Two Sundays podcast. This is the co-host Ryan Castle, and our next segment is going to consist of Mondo is going to talk about his introduction to NLP. So, Mondo, we give the floor to you, sir.
All right, and thanks for the opportunity.
You're very welcome, sir.
So, neuro linguistic programming, otherwise known as NLP, is a way to cause change in people who want to cause change in themselves. And it utilizes some techniques to do that. Some of them are language. In other words, we can talk to a person in such a way that it changes their thinking and belief about something. A lot of it has to do with something called submodalities. And what those are like visual, people change their beliefs or have beliefs about things by the way they look, okay? Like they'll have a still picture of something that they have a belief about, like the sun coming up every day or something like that. Or it'll be a movie of it. Other people have what's called auditory, and auditory is they hear something. Like when they see sunrise, they hear, "Hey, isn't that beautiful?" in their head. Okay, so or the music plays or something like that. And then there's digital, which is kinesthetic, is what we call it. That's you feel it in your body. And then there's
I like
that.
that one.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like to feel it in my body.
So you feel something in your body, and then it keys up a belief about something. Or somebody says, "Hey, what do you think about that sunrise?" And maybe you get that tingly feeling, or some feeling goes over you in your body, and that's where it's at. But a lot of times that one is mixed with one of the other two. So it'll be visual, kinesthetic, audio kinesthetic.
As
You know,
long as it's a happy ending.
as long as you get a happy ending.
Ceasing.
As long as either way, you always pay. So, so that basically we use NLP as it's a type of therapy where we can work with a person to change something that they want to change.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, people come to us and say, "Hey, I'm out of sync. I'm out of sync. I seem to be. I want to do this, but there's something holding me back." In other words, like a famous one is writer's block. A writer comes to us and says, "I want to write.
Mm-hmm.
I got all this stuff in mind I want to write about, but I don't know what's up. I don't know why I can't do it. There's something inside of me that's telling me I can't do it." And then in those, we do what is called core transformation, where we talk to the different parts of the person.
Mm-hmm.
And we find that there's a part of them or a couple of parts of them that don't agree with the part of them that wants to be creative. And so we have to get them to agree to be in sync.
Okay.
Okay? And that's a core transformation. Okay? So there's things like that. And it basically is a type of therapy that helps people change. Now, it's based in the work of two different people. The origins of it come from the work of the famous family therapist named Virginia Satir, and also Milton Erickson, the famous hypnotherapist, psychiatrist. In fact, right here in Phoenix, there is a place called the Ericksonian Institute of Hypnotherapy. So Richard Bandler and John Grinder got together back in 1977, and they put this whole thing together. And they began to give lectures about it and write books and train people and get people to change who wanted to change.
Nice.
For instance, let's take the Trump phenomenon. Well, how did Trump get all these people to support him? He used a lot of hypnotic language. Like one of the hypnotic tools in language is to repeat yourself over and over. And like I keep saying, you just keep repeating yourself, and you keep repeating yourself, and you keep repeating yourself, that all of a sudden, what was a lie becomes true, and what was true becomes a lie.
Wow.
He pulled a salesman technique.
Yeah.
Well, salespeople have been using NLP
He's a walking, breathing commercial.
for years.
Yeah.
Salespeople have been using NLP for years.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Simple,
You know, and
simple mind control.
We'll say to people,
Oh,
does that
mind
look like something that you think you'd like to do? And they've already told you they'd like to do it. So you repeat it to them. Is that something you think you might like to do? Or what is it about that is very appealing to you? And then you just repeat those things over and over again. Next thing you know, the guy goes, well, I'll take that. I'll buy that.
It's okay. When I play the video game Hitman, I see
Yeah.
Trump instead because it's still a black suit and red tie.
Right.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Went out the wig, the hair flew away.
So this has been around for a long time, and there's a lot of people who train people in it and make money off of training people in it. And, you know, that's part of the opportunistic part of it.
Okay. All
And a lot of people do that. And I was trained by a couple friends of mine who happen to be master trainers and practitioners, and I am a practitioner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have the paperwork, man. I'm Bandler trained.
Okay.
And Richard Bandler. But anyway, I don't use it in a professional capacity.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do a lot of embedded commands in my sales approach. Like if I want somebody to call me back, I'll call them up and say, hi, this is so-and-so with so-and-so. You got a hold of me because of this. And I want you to please call me. See how
Okay.
the command is embedded in that? Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
So that's NLP also.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well.
So that's it in a nutshell for today.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your segment, Mondo. We greatly appreciate it, sir. And we will see everybody back on the next segment. Thank you so much.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention some other stuff. For instance, most of us are in a trance of one type or another all the time.
Yeah.
And we just go from trance to trance.
Yeah, the phones help.
Well, yeah, they've done their part, but we were in trances way before phones, before telephones even. We've been in trances. Yeah, we start thinking,
We all follow and believe in all the shit.
that's true. And that's the objectivity of reality, is that everybody has a subjective reality.
To be long.
So that's what makes us the same.
Yeah.
Part of what makes us the same.
All right. So.
What's the
Jeannie?
next?
Jeannie,
Yeah.
you're up.